the clock tick, time moving backwards. Cherished memories we hold, cradling the past. Last time we're together, moments between move too fast. Smiling through the years, tears. This is my brave face. Loneliness, don't you come around. I won't push away. Stay, led us to tombstones. It doesn't have to be this way. I've made up my mind. I'm choosing happiness. And I guess it doesn't mean things have changed when you're changing. Whoa, rearranging. I still feel the same. And I guess it doesn't mean things have changed when you're breaking. Feel more than taking. Happiness explained. It doesn't mean things have changed. It doesn't mean things have changed. It doesn't mean things have changed. And I guess it doesn't mean things have changed when you're changing. Whoa, rearranging. I still feel the same. Oh, it's been my life, strife, sadness, and heartache. I can still choose this smile, even when the world says you're moving backwards. I'll stay frozen a while. I've made up my mind, and I'm choosing happiness. And I guess it doesn't mean things have changed when you're changing. Whoa, rearranging. I still feel the same. And I guess it doesn't mean things have changed when you're breaking. Feel more than taking. Happiness explained. It doesn't mean things have changed. It doesn't mean things have changed. It doesn't mean things have changed. And I guess it doesn't mean things have changed when you're changing. Whoa, rearranging. I still feel the same. Oh, I won't be left alone. I'll open up my home. They'll come back someday. The letters don't mean a thing. I've got my twilight tears. They changed when she came here. It's gonna be my year. It's gonna be my year. It's gonna be my. It's gonna be my year.
There we go. Oh, and my microphone's all the way down here. Hold on. Sorry, I went from one gambling to another. Let me get everything still set up. I moved my charge. I gotta get my other charger because currently I'm like moving one charger back and forth between my desk and my bed, and it's moderately annoying. But anyway, oh, I think Limbus is muted. Give me a second. Hello, everybody. Initially, this was supposed to be an hour ago. However, I may or may not have postponed the stream because my friends wanted me to rip into a Mega Evolutions ETB. I got jack shit. I think I got a full art, one Garganical full art, and 2 Mega Evolutions. And all of them were basically gambling Mega Evolutions, which, you know, they were fun, but you know, it kind of sucked. Not to mention, I camped out at fucking 3 a.m. today, only for the target that I went to to not have the Mega Evolutions pack. So, you know, not ideal. Where's Limbus Company? There you are. Audio. There we go. Anyway, from one gambling to another. I've got 100 pulls in a dream. Incorrect. You may not have kept up with the chat or in Discord. I do not just have 100 pulls in a dream. I have 189 pulls in a dream. And also, whatever comes from the login bonus. I think login bonus gives you what, like 21, 22 pulls total? So at minimum I can ego. Oh, hey. Thank you for the associate engineer membership. Thank you for the member. Thank you for the memby. Again, never required, but always greatly appreciated. It does let me slightly offset the burden of entertaining you guys, but I do this for me more than anything. Now I did see that in the thing, it's more effective for the reward exchange if I go in and have these egos, right? It's more effective for the event currency if I go in and have the currencies first. So, am I gambling first? Or I should be gambling first, right? That's like the ideal position. Gamble first. Okay. In that case, why not? I've got a lot to burn through anyway. This is what the savings are all for. Okay. All right. So, not great, but it's the first 10, so it's not terrible.
이쪽에 아직
Okay. Let's see how this goes. Oh, do we see sparks? No, nothing. Blech.
정의가 찾아왔어.
She Association. And a maid Ishmael again. Alright. My goal is hopefully to get all of them, but there's a chance I might not get any of them. Oh wow, this is really mid. A mid 30. I'm gonna love a Mia Sprite. I've heard it's really cute. Oh, this one's gold. Okay, but it's not blue. I'm looking for blue, right?
이번엔 술록이 가장 먼저
Are the
투입되는
pools? You need a Limbus? Yeah, I've only had 40.
빨리 오지 않으면
Yeah. R-Core Honglu. So not quite Honglu. Yeah, I'm at 40 so far. This is 50. No blue. 50. Again, no blue.
제가 무엇을 베면 되는 거죠?
Okay, Blade Lineage, Sinclair. Okay, this is getting... no brain. They're joking. They're joshing. They're joking around. They're not. They know. They were playing Icebreakers with me the other day. Again, no blue.
불꽃이 필요하신 거라면 피워드림.
This is really bad.
고객님.
What is this?
라이트 한 번만 빌려줄 수 있으시?
Oh, it's Zway Association. Okay, so this after this, it'll be all of our tokens. Yeah, 600 would be some absurd. Okay, so we do still have like another 100 pulls, so surely we can do this. Oh, some of it's gonna be paid, but oh well. Blue? Show me blue. Show me blue. What am I at? I went through 60 pulls? I went through 80 pulls and no ego. Absurd Arknights, and it's 300 pity. Okay, but like 300 pity is like confirmed guarantee, but like you're guaranteed a 6-star every like 120. Got no collab ego? Yeah, nothing. kind of absurd. I thought I was set. Like I had like almost 200 pulls, but like I've actually gotten jack shit.
봉원의 가장 높.
Okay, I got Lord of Hongyuan, so I mean that's from this Canto, right?
본측 이스마엘. 제가
But like no collab. I'm pulling on the right banner, right? Yeah, I'm pulling on Ego's track. Okay. Yeah. Ego rate is just sus. This is insane. No ego. Oh, it turned gold. Okay, Shirley, give me ego. Fuck!
끝내 가을 버텨낼 꼭.
Oh, isn't this Ishmael's highlight one as well? For this season? Ego rate can be manipulated? What? Just one ego, please. I've gotten 0 egos. This is insane. You did 420 pulls and no egos at all? That's insane. Jesus Christ. I didn't realize it was this bad. Oh. Well, that's a double. That's a double 6-star.
균형을 잃은 게 아니야. 세게 후려치려고 기우뚱거린 거지.
Where's the blue? Okay, so that's an ego. Not quite the ego I'm looking for.
당신을 인도해주진 못해도 따뜻하게 안아줄 수는 있어요.
Yeah, again, not quite what I'm looking for. Blue?
한잔
Holy.
파우스트예요.
Oh my god. I'm never playing this fucking game again. Are you kidding me? I dumped 170 pools. Is that not a lot? Am I supposed to be like keeping like hard 600 or something? Alright, whatever. What? Dump more, they said. What? What's the? Hold on. What's the store look like at this time of day? I don't even know how to get to the store. How do I get to the store? Lunacy? Ten pulls here. Or Deca extraction. 40 pulls here. And the Amiya announcer pack. Amiya announcer. Not enough paid lunacy. I need paid lunacy? Oh wow, there's a lot of Deca extraction. Oh, these are monthly too. Wait, that's insane. That's a lot. Oh wow, that's a lot of pools. So you need 2,500 lunacy. I only have 500, so I need a 2K one. So I need to pay $25. I can do the bottom one. I only need to pay 12. Okay, give me a sec. Let me hide my screen. I'm going from one gambling to another. I've already spent like $100 today on Pokemon cards. Now I'm spending $100 on fucking Limbus Company. Not 100. Probably not 100. Hopefully not 100. All right, let me announcer pack, please.
管理人のダンテさんですね。アミヤです。ブリーフィング担当としてロドスアイランドから来ました。よろしくお願いします。
Okay, so a Mia pack is good. We'll take that. Okay, surely. Japanese and Korean game SMH. It's a little interesting. All right, another 20. Surely blue. Show me blue. No blue. Show me blue. All right, that's it. I'm just moving on. I'm moving on. I don't give a shit. We're gone. We're done. We're done. Level 55? Wait. Okay. How do I get level 55? Because this is max. This is max uptie. It raises my level? Oh, okay. Oh, only 4. What the fuck? Wait, what? What is this? Why can I not? Did I get the tickets? I haven't got the tickets on the event shop yet. Yeah, no, not yet. Or Lord of Hongyun. Or Uptide and oh, okay. And then okay, what hold on, wait. What is this? Lord Honglu is a oh, you're Rupture. What are you? Are you Rupture? Defense, aggro. Oh my god, you're a tank. Holy shit, you're a fat tank. Is this Rupture? Yeah, this is Rupture. I'm assuming this Ishmael is Rupture. Yeah, that's Rupture. Okay, so I need a Rupture. This is sinking. I need a Rupture one. Sinking. Quad, bleed. Molar. Tremor. 7. There we go.
군주
어디 가는지는 관심 없어. 안내나 해줘.
지식이 축적될 시간이군.
Ring Yisang is peak. Ring Yisang is everything. Let's be real here. I was exploring a lobotomy corporation branch when My consciousness sinks into the depths. The sense of cognition, itself a concept without form, floats into the shadow of an ever-widening river, swept up in its currents to nowhere. When we ran into an abnormality. But Saad told us that the Hungan's Lobotomy Corp branch should be free of abnormalities. The abnormality which had appeared out of nowhere was more otherworldly than any we'd encountered so far in our journey. Oh yeah, I forgot to equip Amiya. It was a deep blue. It was fathomlessly blue, and seemed to have a pool that endlessly drew us into itself. Just as I was about to recall this abnormality. A myriad of sceneries and a flood of incalculable thoughts crashed into my mind like wild waves before ebbing away from its shores. I was already lost and adrift somewhere within my own consciousness when I realized this. Just how long am I going to be adrift? The sensation of my own consciousness floating away is quite the unfamiliar one. I floated about in that strange state for a while. An unfamiliar voice seizes my aimlessly drifting consciousness. Are you Dante? The fog of my vision clears as the voice breaks through the waves, and a concerned expression comes into view. Yes, I am. Ah, what a relief. Gregor, I think Dante has come too. So who are... I was about to ask further questions to the stranger with particularly long animal-like ears, but... And he's dead. Dante. I felt the drowsiness coursing back with the terrifying memories of the dream, rendering me unable to speak. I have to get a hold of myself. After an indeterminate amount of time had passed, I barely managed to wake myself from slumber to get a grasp of my surroundings, only to find myself surrounded by more unfamiliarities. Dude, Amiya looks so cute in this. The Limbus art style does a really good job for like a lot of characters. And there was that stranger from earlier, sitting atop a rock and silently taking in the sights. A young girl who probably saved my life. Yeah, welcome to Spain, manager. Wait, so were those animal ears after all? Okay, that's not important right now. I have to prioritize figuring out just where in the world I ended up in. So, where? We're standing by the Iberian coastline. How are you feeling? A little out of it, but I'm okay otherwise. Iberia, huh? Yes, where in Iberia? Well, given that we're next to an ocean, maybe I drifted all the way to Eukor's Great Lake? Everyone's on Twitch instead of YouTube? What? I'm not dual streaming to Twitch. Oh, is there a lot of people like in from Twitch? Or is there a lot of people in Limbus Company Twitch? Given all that, that was all. I radioed your colleagues. How was Isaiah on the chat? Is he? Oh. Oh, my chat disappeared. My chat's not able to authenticate. Hold on. Yeah, my streamer bot's needing a refresh. Give me a second. There we go. Yeah, the chat's broken. I radioed your colleagues when you briefly woke up earlier. They'll be here any minute. Okay, so it should be fine now. I see. Wait, my colleagues? You must have run into the sinners then. The fog of my mind immediately cleared as soon as I realized that the sinners were all nowhere to be seen. Sinners? I think so. I ran into them earlier. They were looking all over the place for someone with a clock for their head. It was a pretty unique description, so I could tell right away that you were the person they were looking for. So this clock head does come in handy. Ah, manager bud. Oh, these guys, it isn't voiced. This intervalo is not voiced at all. Interesting. Dante. I'd woken up in an unfamiliar place to an unfamiliar face. And in the midst of all this all around... Oh no, chat's still broken. Why is my token not... Yeah, she is cute. What's going on, streamer? What? Oh, it got disconnected completely. There we go. Gregor, Honglu. Miss Rabbit here told me she found you unconscious by the ocean, and whew, I came as fast as I could, and oh boy, I was worried that something bad might have happened. Glad to see you're doing fine. Were you lost at sea? I don't know. Well, I do think I'm fine, though. I guess not having any way to drink water has finally come in handy. You should go get that checked out, just in case. Wait, your head's waterproof, right? Gregor takes a moment to steady his breathing, then mutters a casual quip as he lights a cigarette. Well, he doesn't seem that concerned. Maybe we're not actually in that much danger. So, what happened? Where are we? Do you remember entering that lobotomy core branch Zishun told us about? Ah, yeah. Yeah, we ran into a new abnormality and got sucked into it before we even had a chance to do anything. Oof, man, I really thought that was it for us. Especially with you getting sucked in there too, Manager Bud. When we came to, desperately, despite waking up with our faces down in some ditch, we were all fine without a scratch. Though there was quite the mess when we realized that you'd gone missing. Hold on, I need to go check something. Where did he post his pools? I know Rory posted his pools somewhere. Where did he post it? Okay, never mind. He didn't post it. I need to go check his pools. Anyway. Why is your terminal not Zoot? It was just made before then. We wanted to search for you immediately, but it took a while before we got a better bearing of where we were. So we're not at Ucor's Great Lake? Some of us consider that to be a distinct possibility, but it's unlikely. Ishmael was really certain that we're not in District 21. She did concede that. Sorry, I'm really distracted. I'm trying to figure something out. That we might be in an unknown area within the Great Lake of the outskirts, but that doesn't seem likely either, given what the rabbit-eared lady said. The outskirts region of the Great Lake. I've met all kinds of people from all over Terra, but I've never met anyone who refers to the Iberian Sea that way. Terra? Iberia? As I found myself puzzled by these unfamiliar terms, a very obvious question suddenly struck me. Speaking of which, who are you? Oh, really? You fellas haven't introduced each other or yourselves to each other yet? Just that. It's all just a lot to take in. Woohoo! Dude, Honglu is so hard to... It's understandable. You did just wake up from a pretty harrowing experience. She is, actually, would you like to do the honors yourself? I'm Amiya, the leader of Rhodes Island. Please, just call me Amiya. I'm Dante, manager at Limbus Company. I know I'm late, but thanks for saving my bacon. You cannot saving my bacon, Dante. You gotta be normal. It seems that this Rodeo Island is a pretty big corporation, but... Gregor trails off ominously and scratches his head before continuing with some mild trepidation. This young lady with the rabbit ears doesn't know what the head is at all. As far as I know, there aren't any organizations in Terra with the same characteristics as the one Mr. Gregor explained. At least not with a name like The Head. Sorry, it's Rhodes Island, not Rodeo. Sorry, Gregor's kind of bad with names. So, what you're saying is that we're not in the city anymore? It'd be weird for any higher-ups at these huge corporations to know less about the Head than we do, let alone be completely clueless about it. Well, maybe we tumbled into a previously undiscovered zone of the outskirts of the ruins, probably. Or maybe we've really found ourselves in a completely different world. If their conjecture is correct, we're in way bigger trouble than I thought. This wasn't like the time we accidentally stranded ourselves in the outskirts via a door in the corridor. Amiya stared at me with some concern as though she felt my distress, because she does. Dude, Amiya's so tiny compared to everyone. I think I can draw a connection to something else that's happening here. Really? Yes. Recently, anomalous signs and events have been occurring in Iberia ever since a mysterious dimensional door appeared at sea. And it's been said that this dimensional door is connected to something very, very distant, to something that we've never observed before, so it seems reasonable to theorize that the dimensional door is how we managed to cross over to this world. I really would have appreciated Faust's input. Where'd all the other sinners go, anyway? Bit late on the uptake to be gawking around for the other sinners now, don't you think? They had a settlement near here, where they're all helping out with various odds and ends of the village, while taking turns searching for Dante, of course. You know, I never thought about how difficult it would be to search for someone when we're like a fish out of water, me too. Man, barely got even a wink of sleep yesterday. Everyone's gotta be really tired then. So it's just you two out here for now? No, Ishmael and Yisang are the other half of the search party. And we just happen to be the last group in the rotation. They must be searching elsewhere to find you, Manager Bud. We got the news early thanks to Amiya's comms gear, but the other teams didn't. Yeah, we got lucky. The other team, well, we don't have any way to get in touch with them, so they'll probably continue their search until this shift is done. Are we talking about the village you mentioned earlier? Yeah. Right, you've not been there yet. Huh, I guess it's a bit off the beaten path. Yeah, it's 14 of me. This is like not King of Sarkaz yet. Still emotion detecting though. I guess this would be before, no, because Doctor's here. Is this? But this is pre-guard. Or is this post-guard? Well, we're gonna have to rendezvous with the other sinners anyway, so let's head to the village for now. Something seemed to pique Amiya's interest as she fell into contemplative silence before carefully speaking up. I would like to accompany you there. Sure, I don't see why not. You helped us find the manager, Bud. And more importantly, you seem to know a lot more about this place than we do. Undertides is post-war? Oh, okay. I don't actually know Iberia that well either, but I should be able to be of some help. They've closed their borders and have practically locked out any foreign influences from affecting them, but I did get a briefing before the mission. Well, if Undertides is post-war, part of the issue is... where's Civilite Eterna? Closed borders, huh? Now how did you get in, Miss Amiya? We followed Dr. Kaltsit's directions and illegally crossed the country border. Illegally? Oh, does that mean you crossed the border without obtaining any permission, Amiya? We had to cross the border somehow in order to investigate how and why the dimensional door came to be. Huh. Is it normal for pharmaceutical companies to be doing that? Large pharmaceutical companies often dispatch their agents for missions. Yes, Rhodes Island is, in its essence, a pharmaceutical company, researching treatments for people infected with neuropathy, but we also work to prevent and assist in management of various situations that can occur in high-risk areas. High-risk areas, huh? Wait, what about your companions? I doubt you came all the way here on your own. That's, we were forced to split up due to certain forces that were in pursuit. Wait, stop! Amiya's ears twitched as she came to a stop to begin scanning the sound around the areas. Then, there! As we stood about confused, Amiya, noticing something, pointed towards the seashore, hidden behind large and cragged rock formations. Okay. Holy shit. Maybe... Wow, what the fuck? My eyes are tired. Okay, maybe camping at 7 a.m. was not... 3 a.m. for Pokemon cards was not the play. What are we supposed to do? Huh? There, we saw someone wielding a lengthy greatsword. Oh, it's Scotty. Bickering with two familiar faces. Again, move, you're in the way. You needn't worry as you do. We have had ample experience battling monsters who are much like them. Listen, I'm not worried, it's... Come on, better to have 3 fighters than 1, right? Besides, you're the first person we ran into out here, so we've got a lot of questions to ask. Yisan, Ishmael, Dante, you're unharmed. And here I was getting ready for a 3 days long search. What a relief. We were all really worried that we might never be able to find you. We managed to find them thanks to help from Miss Amiya here. Amiya? Are you two acquainted? Not a good time for a reunion. It can wait until after we take out these sea monsters. Scotty, are those organisms the Seaborns Dr. Kaltsit mentioned? Okay, so this is before Undertide. Or this is like around Undertides. Or maybe, no, this is right after Undertides. They're sea terrors, to be specific. The less sophisticated ones among them. And they're probably here for me. Sea terrors? I hear the sticky noise of something viscous slithering against the rocks. When I turn to face the origin of the unsettling noise, I smell the heavy, wet scent of brine. At the end of my gaze awaits strange monsters, unlike distortions, unlike abnormalities, unlike anything I'd ever seen. It is as though the sea itself is encroaching on the land. I was almost certain we weren't at the Great Lake, but I'm not so sure anymore. Her experiences with the thick scent of brine at the Great Lake must have put her in a wary mood, as Ishmael seemed to be a lot more apprehensive about these monsters than anyone else. Do you think those creatures could be whales or mermaids? I don't know. The Great Lake and the outskirts are full of unexplored mysteries after all. Dante, what do your senses say? It's unclear. I'd say the closest comparison I could make is with the whales, but even that's not conclusive. Huh. More enemies on the horizon. We should prepare for battle. Doesn't seem like we can talk things out with them though. So let's take them out. Oh, he's back to ore farming, kind of like Doctor. Dude, not a single fucking ego over 200 pools is absolutely infuriating. Alright, win rate gaming. Whoa, that's a cool Honglu. Whoa. Wait, that Honglu is crazy. Wait, these effects look so cool. Hey, Silver. Long time no see. That's a cool effect. Your pulls were catastrophic, dude. I'm at like 190 pulls, and no blue, no ego. Oh, it has a red coin. Kill. Oh, there's a lot of them. Wait, so what's the gimmick of Honglu? The new Honglu? Yeah, Lord of Honglu. What does he do? I did not read. I am fulfilling the prophecy of Arknights players not reading. I'm also just watching this man absolutely stomp. Oh, with the Heishos? Oh, is this Ishmael not a Heisho? Oh, this Ishmael's not a Heisho. Okay. No, what do you mean we have before and after? Oh my god, this literally is just an Arknights story node. Oh my god, I am not mentally and physically able to do this long term. All remaining enemies have retreated to the sea. Good work, everyone. I woke up at 3 a.m. and then took a nap from like 8 to like 10 or 11. And then I've been busy the rest of the day. Holy shit. Phew. Didn't think I'd have to deal with anything remotely like this outside the Great Lake. You can say that again. It would have taken us the whole day if that Scotty character didn't occupy the other half, while Miss Rabbit helped us from a distance. Oh, the presence of snipers. I guess snipers aren't a thing. Or like big casters and like playing like guard front to back in Project Moon. As we were catching our breath after the battle, I heard a brief hum. When I turned to look at its source, I saw Scotty glaring at me with palpable alarm. Strange people who transform. And ahead a clock? I guess they're both technically true. Well, it's something more than a theory at this point. I think they have a lot to do with the dimensional door we're supposed to be investigating. Nice to meet you, I guess. I only hear a ticking clock. Ooh, that's because only us sinners can hear Dante's voice. Huh? What's up? No, I'm just wondering how Miss Amiya can seemingly understand Dante. Yeah, what's going on here? Huh. Yeah, it completely flew over my head that I didn't even question how weird this is. Their voice sounds like ticking clock to me. But I don't know. It's almost like I can sense what they're trying to say. What kind of emotion they're trying to convey. Her explanation reminded me of the Blue Boy in Sinclair's past, but I didn't quite feel the uncanny sensation from Amiya that I felt from them. So she can kind of read me like how Virgilius can, I guess. Well, I don't think that's a bad thing. I said talk. Look, I said talk, not the other one. That's true. It's been a bit of a hassle to always need Faust or Honglu to translate for you, Dante. Oh, Honglu can translate now. Oh, no. They've not can translate. Honglu's always spoken for Dante. I'd like to know exactly how she can understand Dante, but I don't think we've got the luxury of time to sit down and figure this out. So, are we headed back? Sounds like a plan. It's not like we know anywhere else to go, right? Oh, and Miss Rabbit here will be tagging along too. She said she'll help us find our way back. I'm glad to be working with you two. Also, Miss Ishmael, Mr. Honglu, took the words right out of my mouth. You've already helped us plenty, and you clearly know a lot more about this place than we do. The journey is long. Perhaps embarking on it ere the sun's fall would be wise. How long's the journey? No idea. It's not like we have a clock with us. I do know it's not very far though. We just need to walk along the coastline for a bit. Scotty quietly points in my direction. Oh, Dante can't tell us the time because they're not on time. Then why the clock head? I didn't exactly choose to get myself a clock-shaped head. I look away from Scotty's inquisitive eyes, which were quite solidly fixed on my head. Dude, Scotty's got a great point here. Why, if you can't tell time, what's the point of clockhead? Oh, to be fair, he is a doomsday clock, more likely. The coasts of Iberia are hardly good places for people to live. Those things can go anywhere in this world, but they thrive at places that meet the ocean. So how do people manage to build a village at a place like this? The monsters are called Seaborns, or Sea Terrors, yes? While it is true they pose certain difficulties, they were hardly the kind of monsters with the strength to bring scourge and drive out the local populace. Don't judge them based on that brief skirmish. She's just telling us to be on our guard, right? Believe it or not, Gregor, the Seaborn are kind of fucked up. I think they'd be like, not disaster level if they were in like a corporation area, but they'd be pretty hard to deal with in a corporation area. Scotty can be curt, but she's not a bad person. I don't think she said anything wrong. Nothing rules out the existence of stronger variants of these creatures being out there. Scotty's concern only served to fan my curiosity, but something about her expression communicated that I probably shouldn't pry, so I quietly quickened my pace as we walked into the village. Someone had 500 pulls, no ego? Dude, this is the worst fucking timeline. Oh, I got a ticket. Which means I can get one more pull. I am actually at 200. Alright. Gregor, Honglu. Yeah, we're getting Gregor. And then Faust. Surely I get blue here. Motherfucker. Hold on. Let me look at something real quick. That's 40 pools. No, I don't care about guaranteed there. So that's 40 pools. And then this is 10. And then this is 10, 30, 50. Yeah, I know the guaranteed ticket doesn't have it. That's why I'm not choosing it. Yeah, so we can get 20 pools here. I'll just have to do that later. This hardly looks like a village. It's more like the ruins of one, isn't it? Doesn't seem like they've done any proper upkeep to the place. Not in a while, at least. They're really here, living together. The strange buildings tell the stories of former prosperity from a bygone era. Our steps leave no footprints on the wet, muddy ground. On it, I see a rotting sign marked with the name Faro Muerto. Oh. Literally dead. The dead city? Everywhere I look in this village, I see evidence of long, silent abandonment. We don't see these kinds of abandoned-looking ruins often in the city either. Well, yeah. There's always someone or something out there waiting to capitalize on that free real estate, be it a syndicate or corporation, and fix it up. Better than this, at least. So, where are the sinners? Ah, there's a clearing down there. Where? We were entrapped betwixt the twain of great ships, narrowing winds against our sail. Oh, I literally just went through this. Fado is probably a lighthouse, yeah, so dead lighthouse. That's when young Ishmael boomed, her command, the roast a resonant. Say no more. I didn't have to try to search for them. That unmistakable, sonorous, and familiar voice, echoing triumphantly between the empty buildings. I don't know Spanish. I do know Spanish, I just don't know specific Spanish. Like, I can translate Spanish just fine. I live in a place where there's a lot of Spanish-speaking people. That's Don Quixote's voice when she's sharing her adventurous tales. There she was, standing atop a low podium like an actor on stage, regaling a group of people in rags with tales of our adventures like a traveling thespian. Answers, ye dogs, oarsmen! 'Tis the moment I, Ishmael, the first mate of vessel Mephistopheles, shall never... Ah! Stop, hold on, just what do you think you're doing? Young Ishmael, unhand my mouth, for I was just about to regale them with the most fantastic tale of adventures that the great Manager Esquire. Verily, thou hast returned with Manager Esquire safely in tow. God, fucking Manager Esquire. What? They found Clockhead. A burning clock for a head. I see that the villagers of Iberia still look fucking destitute. When I was a child, I heard about a story about a legendary Sarkos with a flaming head. Why would someone like that visit our humble village? While their exterior may carry elements that inspire fear in some, there is no cause for alarm. Yeah, they might look like that, but they're Dante, our manager, and the rest are. Oh, hello. I'm sorry, who are you two? There are two very nice people who helped us find Dante. This is Amia, leader of Rhodes Island. And this is Miss Scotty, their operator. They'll be coming along with us for a little while. With us. We believe that the dimensional door, which we at Rhodes Island are investigating, has something to do with why you suddenly woke up here in Iberia. As Amia was bringing the sinners up to speed. The villagers who were staring at us curiously approached us. Did our conversation manage to convince them that we're not a threat? I sure hope so. You are friends of our saviors. Saviors? Verily, 'tis quite the grand title. Yet that is indeed the word by which we were addressed. To be more precise, by saviors, they refer only to Faust and Otis. Faust gave me a light nod when we made eye contact, but I could tell that her lips were drawing a very, very subtle smiling arc. So I'm guessing something did happen. They were quite mistrustful upon our initial arrival. What business do outsiders have here? What if they're from the Inquisition? Oh no, what do we do after all we went through to get here? Calm yourselves, everyone. None of them are carrying what appears to be the scriptures or lamps. Let's first try to see who they are. Man, I don't think they're gonna trust us anytime soon. They're all old curmudgeons. Let's slice their necks clean and then pull their... Then put the shits down? You can't do that, Ryoshu. Oh, pillage their storage depots. Okay. We can't pillage their storage depots. Looks like they already have it hard enough as it is. I don't think STNC is a good way to get started either. Should we just find help elsewhere? Look how thin their arms are. I don't think they're in any shape to help us out. Perhaps we could inquire as to our whereabouts ere we are to decide our lodging. While the landscape is certainly reminiscent of Eukor's, but I don't recall seeing or learning about any place that looks like this, though I can't say I've been to every corner of Eukor. I ask again, what business do outsiders have here? Their fingers are tightening around the grips of their weapons. Prolonged silence will most likely turn this into a hostile encounter. We can't have that. Hi, we're from Limbus Company. We're fixers of justice. Yeah, that. Fixers of Oi, you don't you know when to keep it down? Fixers? That over there, it's a ship blueprint, isn't it? Are you looking to repair a vessel by any chance? All these construction materials seem to suggest so. Chief, this does not concern you. It's not something a mere outsider can understand. Curious, I've never seen an energy source like this before. Have you run the test to rule out any stability issues? Seems to power the heat exchanger via some method comparable to the utilization of fusion energy. Have you any thoughts on this, Miss Faust? The general design and structure is somewhat old-fashioned, but there certainly are inspired parts to this design, particularly with the usage of the core energy source. While the stability would need to be further studied, this technology seems to be incredibly energy efficient. You identified all that merely by glancing at this blueprint? You must be the village chief then. If so, I have a proposition for you. 500 cigarettes. In return for assisting in their ship repair, we were promised a ride on their vessel. Miss Faust has theorized that perhaps by going out to sea, we may be able to find a way to return to whence we came. Does that mean we can find a way back somewhere out there in the sea? Nothing is certain yet, Dante. At this moment, we're working based on a hunch. A hunch? Sensing the implicit omen in her choice of words, I slowly turned around to look at Faust, who nodded solemnly in response. If we're really in a different world, even her Giselle's shaft has to be. No issues were encountered in the repair process. Faust smiles faintly as she looks around, then she pulls me in by my hands. She whispers in a low voice. My connection to Gestalt is currently operating at a suboptimal level, Dante. So it's still connected at least. Indeed it is. However, even exchanges of simple information are taking up to dozens of hours by current calculation. Is this a warp train situation? Because we're in a different dimension? The cause should be identical. We've been connected to an unidentified, unpredictable dimension. However, Faust is aware that the pathway to our original dimension is yet to close this time, unlike the situation back aboard the warp train. So, to get back to where we came from. Indeed, traveling through the pathway is the most feasible solution. And from that, you came up with a whole plan to repair the ship and sail it to sea? Yes, well, I am also a genius after all. Amiya conjectured that we probably came through a dimensional door of sorts. Looks like that dimensional door might be what Faust is looking for. With high likelihood, yes. At least there's a way back. I find myself calming down a little. Oh, speaking of which, when do you think you can wrap up the repair job? As fortune should have it, a majority of the most time-consuming parts of the repair have already been completed by the locals. It shouldn't take us more than a day or two to get its core parts shipshape again, Executive Manager. We'll be staying here a few more days then. How did you manage that last night? Like I said earlier, we've been keeping ourselves busy looking for you this whole time. What the fuck? We took turns helping with repairs and resting, but I doubt any of us got a proper night's rest. Still, we weren't cold thanks to the villagers who kept the fire going for us all night. Not to mention how they helped us a ton with that local map they drew us. Oh, also Chief handed us this earlier. What's it for? Oh, looks like a sack to collect water. Give it here, I know how to get that installed. Must be to repay Miss Faust and Miss Otis's efforts at repairing the ship. Yet, the service they provide is certainly quite generous, even when taking the transactional nature into account. They're really giving us the best treatment they can, huh? As for food, we managed to fill ourselves with some cookies and bread Rhodia keeps in her pocket. Dude, how the fuck does Rhodia keep food in that shit? They don't want us eating their food supply when they're already pretty tight, you know? She carries enough cookies and bread for 12 people? They did offer us some nosh, those dried fish things, but we refused. I ain't about taking food from the needy. No need to concern yourself so much with our hospitality. You have done more than enough to earn your keep. I turned around to look at the source of that low rumbling voice, and I saw an old man in an outfit that seemed to distinguish itself amongst the other villagers. Yeah, hold on. That fish stuff. I don't really trust this village chief. He's got like robes. And robes in Iberia are... Robes in Iberia are not a good indicator. There you are, chief. Is there a place for us to stay the night? We do have places to shelter from the misty humidity at the very least. There's an empty building there, so feel free to occupy it for the night. Ooh, are you sure? I mean, I don't mind sleeping in the streets myself. Hey, speak for yourself. I've been looking forward to sleeping with a roof over my head since like yesterday. You'll catch cold sleeping in the elements in this environment, which is fine by me for the rest of you, but we cannot afford to have the executive manager or our honored guests suffer that fate. Honored guests? I heard what happened from the four who left in search of the executive manager. First, I would like to begin by imparting my infinite gratitude to you for finding and rescuing the executive manager. I heard that you're a leader at a pharmaceutical company. This acquaintance shall certainly come in handy, in case our stay becomes significantly prolonged. I'm just surprised by her boldness to say something so materialistic, when they're standing right there. Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you, Otis? Can I stay in your village too, chief? The village chief takes a brief glance at the hems by her right wrist, then nodded. Welcome to Faro Muerto. You're welcome to stay for as long as you want. And please do not let me holy shit. Why am I so tired? And please do not let me no, it's not do not, it's do let me know. Do let me know if you find yourselves without food. Our food supply may be tight indeed, but we have enough to share with those who helped repair the vessel. Ooh. You better not go back on your word later. I wonder what kind of local delicacies await. Dried fish like they were eating earlier, maybe? Hey, chief. What is it? Just how are you surviving out here by the sea? Perhaps the question of how we are surviving may be somewhat misdirected. For we are only pursuing every possible avenue because we must survive. The Seaborn. He's feeding them Seaborn. He's a cult of the deep. He's a cultist of the deep. We must kill him now. The chief responds to Scotty's perceived hostility with a hearty smile. After leaving some firewood for the night, he left. I'm going. Can't learn much more from here. Huh? You're going somewhere at this hour? Scotty, does this have something to do with the coast? I remember that when what you said before we got to the village. Something about how coasts are hardly good places to live in. Dante wants to know if this has something to do with the coast. You. Do you understand the Aegir language? Aegir language? No. Dante, Scotty just spoke in Aegirian. I couldn't understand a word of Scotty and the chief's conversation because I don't speak Aegirian. It may be that only that because there was enough lexical similarity between one of the city's languages and the language Scotty spoke in them to comprehend the meaning. Weird coincidence. Anyways, I have things to look into. Something you're all too slow to see. AKA, I'm going swimming. You still have to tell us about it later. Please remember, you are not on a solo mission, Scotty. This is a team effort from Rhodes Island. Will do. Scotty nodded lightly before leaping off into the night, out of our sights. I'm kind of worried. She's not the best with people, but she's also pretty thoughtful. She'll be okay. Should we head inside? The sun's starting to set already. Oh yeah, we can probably just pick an unlit building and stay the night there, right? Does that mean Aegirians are Korean? I mean, maybe. Trying our best to ignore the mood that started to turn awkward, we made our way into nearby unoccupied buildings. Okay. Alright. You know what? Fuck it. It's not a new month yet. I haven't spent that much this month. What is hard? Oh. Oh, this one you don't enter with. Yeah, you don't enter with your things uptight. Okay. All right, look away, chat. This is look away. This isn't happening. Okay. Oh, wow. Kim Ji-hoon. Kim Ji-hoon was so nice to give me 40. He gave me 40 extractions personally. Wow. He was so nice. Please. Please, one blue. You fucking rat.
안녕하세요.
Oh my god, it's fucking Mariachi
여기라고
Sinclair.
들었어요?
Did I get a duplicate 3? I got a duplicate 3-star. Hold on. I got a duplicate Honglu. Alright, hold on.
어쭈.
Okay, Pequod Harbinger. Alright, just let me get that out of the way. Alright, another 20. Show me blue. Show me blue. I really don't want to have to. Oh my god, I really don't want to have to what's it called? Spark all 3. I'm going to
혈기분들은 악독하면서
I only got 40. I only got 40. I'm going to quite literally lose it. What's left? 32, 40. Okay, so 19, 33, so 40, 52, 62. 62 combined with the 24 and then the 10, 30. Okay, so it would be 100. It would be 100. 100 spent today on Pokemon cards, and like 160. 100 spent today on Limbus, 260. Okay, I need to just cook for the next like 3 weeks. I did not get anyone. Oh my god, and we have fucking Lemoon event coming up. This is gonna suck. Oh wow, dude, another 50. I have no idea where these came from. Okay, okay. Realistically, this is my last purchase. I will not be paying anymore. I'm cutting it off here. Come on, blue, blue, blue. I got a fucking dupe of Arcor, or the fucking other one for Ishmael. Please, one blue. How many?
저리 가라. 괜히 와서.
Blue. 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 Come on. How many? I'm at 300, 0 ego. Nah, fuck this. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna do the free to play stuff. Okay. Okay, holy shit. Okay, okay, bad news, bad news. My left eye is like really twitching. Like it is like kind of like I'm getting like a weird pain behind it, and I think it's because I have like no sleep. Okay, so I don't think it's because of the pools. Now the pools are certainly not helping, but I don't think it's because of the pools that I'm like having this physical issue. I think mentally I'm just fucking exhausted. Because normally I'd be like playing it up. No, I'm just like silent. I'm just accepting these fucking pulls. I also normally wouldn't have ever spent this. I would have just accepted I didn't get this. How much? 32, and then 12, 44, and then another like 31, 65, 66. I spent like 66. I should not have spent $66. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna pick this up tomorrow. I have. Okay, so here's the gist. I am going to go see the League Finals, or League of Legends Finals tomorrow. Minty is streaming for 10 hours and hasn't finished the event. Yeah, see, Minty is treating this as their day job, and you know what? They're a stronger soldier than me, because I went through my day job and I've had to gone through a number of like chores and driving and shit. Yeah, we're just gonna actually do the story tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I should have just saved the story for tomorrow. I don't fucking know. I'm old. I'm just fucking old, man. Yeah, this weekend's not the best. Am I a company worker? Yeah, I'm a company worker. I'm actually part of Encore. No, I'm kidding. But yeah. Jesus Christ, this is like the 5th time that I've started stream late because of obligations, and then ended stream like kind of early because I'm just exhausted. Maybe I need to take a break. Maybe I did need that month-long break, or not month-long, week-long break. We'll see. I'll see how my health is later. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. We'll be back with Limbus tomorrow. Goodbye.